Alright, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and rule well. Salutation to the Aki, I'm preaching this truth to the four corners of the earth in sincerity. So, Brother Yakal here coming to you with another lesson. The Lord willing be edifying through the Spirit. You know, as you see the title, No Continuing City. For here, we have no continuing city. You understand? Because we don't want to keep our mindset in this place. We don't want to be thinking on, like they saying in this world, well, where do you see yourself next 5 years or next 10 years? We want to be hopefully in the kingdom by that time. You understand? Hopefully done already in the kingdom, 3-4 years in the kingdom. Lord's willing. We don't want to see that any continuing city in this place. Right? If the only future for this place is destruction and the Lord replenishing the earth. That is the only future we see for this place. You understand? So I'll get straight into it in the book of Hebrews 13. This is Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 14. And it reads, For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. And I'll go into verse 14. I'll go into the NLT one time. For this world is not our permanent home. We are looking forward to a home yet to come. And this verse within itself is so yappa. That's why you have to slow it down. You understand? You have to get to understand that in order for us to cling to here, that means we have to cling to this place. As the scripture says, we have to conform to this place. Right? And this place is what? This place is wickedness. The scripture says gross darkness, darkness the place and gross darkness the people. Right? So that means we had to transform and get accustomed to liking the alphabet people and get accustomed to hunting for money until we get old and die. You understand? We have to get accustomed to wickedness spreading and enhancing. When I say enhancing, there were certain things that was not allowed a few years ago, and now they are allowed. You understand? Like these LGs about able to walk the road comfortable and fly the flag high. Right? These things was not allowed, but now they can be proud with it and lift their head up high. Right? And that is not according to the laws of the Lord. When you go to Leviticus 18, I wouldn't even go into it right now, but we get the point. So how we could be a continuing city for a righteous man? And that's a nice thing that I just mentioned as well too. For the righteous, you're not comfortable for the righteous man. The righteous man wakes up and despises this place. Right? The righteous man sees this place as a turn off, disgusting. That's the mindset we're really supposed to be in an uncomfortable state, ready to go home. And I say home, I mean to Jerusalem, but also to see a world where there's justice, to see a world where you're safe, where your kids safe, where the penalty for doing crimes they actually pay for it. Alright? And we'll get into some of these things too, because it's so yappa to just think about it, seeing it from afar, not even meditating on living in this place anymore. Because as we could see, prophecies popping off a lot. So it helps with the vision. Right? It helps with the vision of seeing this place crumbling. Because this place had to crumble in order for the Lord to refresh it. So it helps. Right? Again, we have no continuing city. Right? What's scripture that? 2 Peter 3. I'm gonna get that real quick. There is 2 Peter 3 and verses 13. right? And it says, nevertheless, we according to his promise, which the Lord did promise us, he said, he go to prepare a place for us. His father's house has many mansions. We will be joint heirs, and being a joint heir to a king is you also being a king, right? But not only that, but that this place would be righteous, right? So continuing, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. So this is what we're looking at. We're looking at a new heaven and a new earth where dwelleth righteousness. And I'm going to see if I can get that on the blue letter here one time. Right, this righteousness here in blue letter. It says, in a broad sense, state of him who is as he ought to be. And not only righteous man, but also too, because they had to be reborn again, come back through our loins. They had to experience that true pain and come back in the right mind. Even the other nations going to be in line because the laws are going to be real and strict, right? It says the condition acceptable to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The doctrine concerning the way in which man may attain a state approved of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It says integrity, virtue, purity of life, righteousness, correctness of thinking, feeling, and acting. And I couldn't say it any better. But I was still going to the etymology. Alright, let's bear with me here. It says virtuous. I'm not going to the etymology. I just said it online. Right, this is righteous in the online etymology. It says alteration of the older word rightwise, which is from Old English rightwise, of actions characterized by justice. Right? So, is this place running by justice? No, you could pay a politician, you could pay a policeman. Everybody is corrupt. Right? So, corruption is going to be no more. And righteousness is going to come. Because we just went into the word righteous. Correctness. Right? Justice. Going back, it says morally right of persons. And that is the thing. People who have any morals again in this place. They're just wicked. Serving their own belly, serving their own self, serving their own lust and their own desires. And being in that mindset and in that mind frame, it steers them towards evil. Right? It says morally right of persons, just, upright, sinless. Who? That one yapa. Because you see, the Lord in the kingdom, the Lord says he's gonna write his words in our inward part, where we wouldn't sin, we wouldn't go off, we would be sinless, right? And what the scriptures say, righteousness is immortal, right? I'll get at Lord's will after this. It says conforming to divine law. And that's the upper point. Conforming to divine law. That's the kind of place we're looking for. New heavens, new earth, where everybody conforms to this law, where the heathen's gonna say, come and teach us of your ways, that we may learn. You understand? They're gonna want to learn. Right? We'll continue here. Conform to divine law. It says wise way, manner. Right? And I'll leave it at that. So we get the point. Conforming to divine law. Sinless. The right way. You understand? That's what we really initially want to see. right? Because the Lord tells us to be not conformed to this place, but be transformed. I believe that's Romans 12. Look at that. It's the book of Romans chapter 12 and verses 2. It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So the Lord is telling us to not be conformed to this world. The world that you have to be conformed to is your will to come, wherein dwells righteousness. That is what you have to conform to, right? And I'll go into that word conform while I at it here. Right, this means that the word conform. It says, be obedient to Yahweh, comply, to make or be similar, right? To fashion, to shape. So that is it. We are to fashion and be shaped in the Lord's image. We are to fashion and be shaped the way the Lord wants us to be. Conform to righteousness. Right? Alright. So yeah. That is the message. And that is the aim. Right? For us to be conformed to that new way of life. And they better get used to it. Because that's what we are heading into. That's the times we are heading into. You understand? But the Lord must first do his judgment. You understand? The Lord must first get rid of some of them. Because they ain't right. They ain't worthy to be, they ain't worthy for slavery. And Esau worthy for that. Right? So that is the whole thing about it. The Lord is going to get rid of some of them. A lot of them, as I should say. Right? Because two-thirds of our people conform to this world as the spirit of Satan on them. And they're not willing to change. Right? When the Lord is telling us to flee from these times. Right? Let me see if I get a precept. 2nd Ezra 14. Just bear with me here. 2nd Ezra chapter 14. And verse. Right, it says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. Why did the Lord say to set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto us? Because the things that most heavy unto us is the cares of this life. Right? Which I'll go into. Right? But the cares of this life is what? You love our money, you have to pay your bills, you have to see about your kids. A sort of fuckery that has you clinging onto this life. That is why the Lord tells us to set aside these thoughts and get ready to flee from these times. To detach yourself, in other words, from all the distractions. The so-called holidays, the paganistic birthdays, all these things, the Lord is saying to flee from it. Set aside these thoughts. You praise Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for being able to pay your bills and whatever the case may be. Because you're getting by, the Lord not leaving his servant hungry. But really and truly, curse these bills. Curse this place out. Because they're coming with a digital currency that you're not going to want to like this place. You understand? You're not going to want to like this place. And everybody who agree to it, they're going to soon regret it. As soon as they agree to it. Right? There's not something for you to like. The scriptures say, flee from these times. Set aside them thoughts. Because it's only the cares of this life. Right? And that is what Luke 21. See that one time. Luke 21:34. It reads, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting, which is what? Excess. You start to love money. You start to love women. You start to love wine. You understand? You start to love whatever it is, your house, your cars, your mind, and because surfeiting go back to excess. You know? You start to love these things. What's going to happen? You want to cling to this life, because that's what this life have to offer. But your Lord said, do not build up treasures that where moth and rust do it corrupt. But build up your treasures in heaven. That is where you're supposed to be building your treasures. That is where your aim is supposed to want to be. Right? Because these things corruptible, and it corrupts your mind as well too. So we can't cling to this place. We look at the futuristic prophecies about to happen. Look at the prophecies happening all around us. The world is in a total frantic chaos. Disease and pestilence. That's what we're heading into. On a high scale. Are you supposed to still want to cling here? When the Lord say, woe to them that trust Egypt. Go down to Egypt for help. Isaiah 30. Why the Lord saying that? Because they're stupid. You understand? Why people are such children going back to stupid children? They gotta cleave onto this fucking life. This waste of a life. Where everything is a problem. Back pain, headache. You know? They want to cling onto this life rather than cling onto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Where he offering him immortality. Your back pain going in an instant. You seeking the wrong thing. When the right thing right in front of your eyes. You understand? Continuing. Overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness, which is philosophies. You into everything. Every holiday you want to be a part of it. Eid pass, you put your children in Islamic way. Diwali pass, you put your children in Hindu way. Christmas pass, in Christmas spirit. Easter, whatever pass, you into it. The scripture talk about under every green tree. That's what my people is. Under every green tree. So they ain't hesitating to cleave to this life. Right? Drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that they come upon you unawares. Yeah. The day the Lord come upon you unaware, because now you're thinking that, hey, I have 6, 7, 8 months. But within these 6, 7, 8 months, you slipping away. You understand? And the Lord come within the next month. You understand? The Lord talk about that. He said, what if the sluggard say to himself, my Lord delay his coming? Scripture says the Lord is going to come a day when you least expect it. But ye, my brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake thee as a thief. For you must know the times. We know the times. Not the date and the time when the Lord will come on the month on a Friday. We don't know that. Not even the Son of Man know that. But what we do know is his time, the signs, the prophecies. And we believe in it. That after certain prophecies, the Lord is about to come. So we don't care about this life. The cares of this life. Right? Verse 35. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. A snare is a trap. The cares of this life coming as a trap unto them that dwell on this earth. And initially, some of them who in these camps too, that believe in this life. Let's say the reference them as the sower and the seed in the book of Mark 4, where they talk about some fell on stony ground. I'm gonna get that real quick. Straight to the point. The book of Mark chapter 4 and verses 18. And it reads, And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word, and the cares of this world, right? Cares of this life, same thing we just read in Luke. And the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things entering in, choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful. Yeah, because you can't serve two masters, the scripture say. If you love money, you're gonna love money, and you can hear this truth. Okay, you wouldn't be doing the words I have about Shemeshai, the will. You understand? So you cling on to that. You cling on to your cars, your family, whatever the case may be, but not unto Yahweh Shemeshai. Because you fell by thorns. You understand? And that is just how it go. But you see, our people, Esau is still to blame for the system, and that Stockholm syndrome. They make our people believe that gain is godliness. They set up a system where they had to make money in order to be better in life. What also says that they work and they put your money in a bag of holes, so it falls through. Bills, this, that. They have no time for nothing. They make it hard for you to keep the laws in this place. But we still try. We still try to the best of our ability to keep it. You understand? This place is wicked. I want to be in a place where I could keep the Sabbath comfortably. You don't have a hard work. Where, you don't have to worry about somebody breaking in your place. You don't have to worry about your children live safe. You don't have to worry about where the next meal coming from. You understand? That is the kind of place I want to be in. Righteousness again. Morally right. The laws. The proper laws. You understand? That is what we want to be in. Even the heathens could be glad, because they are not get scammed from me. So that's why the scripture say, the heathens have drunken, just roughly paraphrasing, therefore the nations are mad. Because Esau make them now wine and they fall for it. Right? They fall for it and they can't do nothing about it but bomb her right now. Right? That is it. But in time to come, I'm going to get precept like Proverbs 29. Proverbs 29 chapter. I'll read from 1. It says, he that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. But the point is in verse 2, right? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. The heathens are glad. Because we're going to be fair. Fair as fuck. Not just fair. Not just, we'll take 30% off and whatever. We'll be fair in dealing with them. Although they're going to be in slavery serving us, it's going to be fairly righteous, and all, we'll be glad. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And that's what's happening right now. The people are mourning. Everywhere in the world they are mourning. And because of who? The so-called white man, which is Esau, Edom. Right? There's a scripture that says when the vilest man beareth rule, which is Esau, it says evil is on every side. Everything is corrupted and evil because of Esau running this place. Right? That is everything. And it won't get better if he keeps on running this place. So the Lord say, because of unrighteous dealings and injuries gotten, because of injuries and unrighteous dealings, riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And that is what we're heading for. That is what we're aiming for. A place where dwell righteousness. A transferring of the kingdoms. You understand? A transferring of the kingdoms to the rightful owners, the rightful rulers, I should say, in righteousness. Right? So Lord's willing, this lesson was edifying. Through the spirit and power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. I want to say Kalalayam, La, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Milton and rule well. Salutation to the Aki and preaching the truth to the four corners of the earth in sincerity. Shalom.